Hi everyone, this is MJ and I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back on EM Code where we learn and explore everything about the coding, testing, frameworks and AI. So in our previous video, we have learned about the STLC, which is Software Testing Lifecycle. If you haven't watched it yet, don't worry. Use this link which I have provided in the description and make sure to check it out. And if you are new here, please like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit to the bell icon so you are never miss with an update from the M code. All right, let's get started with the today's topic. Today's topic is functional testing. So, what is functional testing? Functional testing means testing of functions or features of software application to check if it works according to the requirement. Whatever requirement we have from the client or product owner, that requirement is meet with our built application or developed application. That functionality we can check according to available requirement. In short, in the functional testing, we just see like according to testing what the system actually responding, not how the we can test it or how we can do it. According to the requirement, whatever current developed feature is there is responding as per the requirement or not. That thing we are check inside the functional testing. We are not going into the backend or into the code of the application. That is not thing here. We cannot go inside the coding part. We are just check the functionality. So inside the functional testing, we just see we can just check like whether each functionality, each functions work properly, whether the output is correct for the given input, and whether the system behaves as per the user expect. Yeah, that's things I have explained in above definition. We can just check whatever functionality we have, whether it is login functionality. Suppose you have any online shopping application, so there we can check the login functionality, register with a new user, that is the one functionality. Then search into the product, that is one functionality. Add to the cart, this one. Then do payment and then order confirm. These are the several functionalities we have in the any kind of e-commerce website. So that functionality we can check. There we can check whatever we are given input. Like suppose in username and password you have provided valid input. So that time should system should route to the home page, whether it is expect correctly or whether it is navigating to correct to the home page or whether it is going outside or any other page it is reporting. That things we can check. And behavior of our system as well we can test as part of the functional testing. So we have different goals of a functional testing. So first is verify that software performs all the intended functions correctly. So whatever functions available in our system or in our application, whether it is perform well or perform as per the expected or not, that things we can check. Another one is ensure the system meets the business requirement. Whatever requirement provided by the business, that only things available in our application or not, that one we can check. Whatever validation criteria provided by the business, is that criteria meet with particular or individual field available in our application. That one also we can check. Then we can detect any functional defects early before the release. Third one. So suppose you are having criteria about the username and that validation criteria not fulfilled by application. There is something mismatch in between given information and in between the application. So that time we can say it is a defect. So that defect we need to report on the board early before the release. So while release is going there, that time all the requirements should be meet with our developed application. That is the main goal of the functional testing. So see, there are few steps of the functional testing and how it works. So in functional testing, we can read the requirement document. So now what are the requirement documents? ESRS and BRD. Software requirement specification and business requirement document. So these two documents I have explained in the previous video. Those people are not aware, please refer to that video to get more information about the SRS and BRD. Second one is identify the functions and features to be tested. As a tester, we need to identify the functions and features. As I told, if suppose we are having e-commerce Flipkart application, so there we have login functionality, we have register features, we have search functionality, we have add to cart functionality, then payment gateway, then we have confirm order. These are the several features and functions we have. So how we can test? Which criteria we can apply while testing? These things we can done as part of the functional testing. Then we can prepare the test cases for the each functionality. So see, these are the different functionality. We can set different epic. Epic and functionality is the same. Like one complete functionality that is nothing but the epic. You can just keep in mind what is the epic. Inside the epic, we will have multiple fields, multiple scenarios we will have. Based on that scenario, the client providing the user stories, and based on that user story, we testers are creating the test scenarios, test cases, test case steps as well for the each functionality. And then fourth one is execute those test cases manually or with automation. So there are two types of testing. One is manual testing and another one is automation testing. We can choose any one of them or we can choose hybrid model. We can take 60% manually, 40% automation. And based on that, we can execute whatever test cases we have created. That test cases we can execute against the application. Fifth one is compare the expected result and actual result. So expected and actual result. While writing the test cases, we can write test step. User can log into application. User can enter the username. User can enter the password and user can hit the login button. These are the test steps. Now expected result. User should log into Flipkart application. User should enter the username, user should enter the password, and user should hit the login button. So this is the expected result. Actual result when we verify, when the application comes to testing and we start testing any scenario. Now here we have username and password scenario. So now we are going to test our username and password. Now exactly application how it behaves, whether it is reporting to the correct page, whether it is accepting the username and password. That is the actual result. Expected result means it should be, and actual result it is. So now, when actual result, how we can write user is on login page, user and is entering the username, user is entering the password, user is click on login button and system is navigated to the home page. That is the actual result. But in expected result, when user hit on login button, system should navigate to home page. So it's imagining thing, but actual When the application comes to testing, that time we are doing the actual result verification. Sixth one is defect logging if there any mismatch. So if suppose you have validated login functionality and they have provided some criteria for the password field, like password field allow numeric value, any special character, alphabet format, and uh, upper and lower case should be there. And also another one criteria like password should be required in between 8 to 15 characters. So our system is allowing 7 character password, so that is the defect. This is a simple example. So if system is allowing 7 character password, that is the defect. That defect we need to log. So we can create the multiple scenarios against any field, and we can try to find the multiple defects. So our application will be flexible, very responsive, and well and good. So these are the functional testing work actually. Now I'll give one example, simple example. Let's say we are testing the login page of banking app. So here test scenario like valid login. Steps: enter correct username and password and click on login button. Expected result like user should reach the dashboard. Once user hit the login button with valid credential, username and password, that time system should reach to the dashboard page. Another one is invalid password. A user can enter the correct username but wrong password. So that time system should show an error message like invalid password should appear. So this is the expected result. We can check against the system. Third one scenario is like empty field. We can just hit the login button without entering any username or password. Then system should route the message like username and password are required. So these are the scenarios we have we can create. These are the just normal scenarios. We can create the multiple positive and negative scenarios based on the requirement. So if all the functions we have expected, functional testing is passed. Now you come to like if above all, suppose we have created these three scenarios and these three scenarios are working as per expected, behaves as expected, then we can say our functional testing is passed. If any one of them failed, suppose empty fields are there and if we hit login button, system is not throwing the correct error message which is given by the requirement, that one of the any scenario got failed, then we need to log the defect or bug on the tracker, and obviously we can follow any Jira or Bugzilla or TaskFlow, these kind of tools. So there we need to log the defect. So this is what the functional testing I have covered all the things. So that's it for today's session. I hope you all enjoyed learning about the functional testing. There are types, 4 to 5 types inside the functional testing. I will post that video in upcoming time. So please refer that video. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and subscribe to Code for more videos on the software testing, coding, framework, and AI related. So keep learning, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video with a new topic. Thank you.